slightly buzzed on justice and a Viking's pride. Objections flying, gables a swing. Nick just laughs, oh, what a thing. It's a slightly buzz Friday lore show where the weirdest trials steal the show. Nick's got the verdict, he's got the flair, with a horned helmet and a lawyer's glare. Mugshots rolling like a movie reel, a pizza thief or a banana peel. He calls it absurd, he calls it wild. Your Honor, is this trial on trial? Raise your glass to the streaming king, a Viking lawyer with a legal zing. Don't sue me for fun, I'm here for the lore, and maybe one more drink before we explore. It's a slightly buzz Friday lore show where the weirdest trials steal the show. Nick's got the verdict, he's got the flair, with a horn helmet and a lawyer's glare. Hear lawyers glare.
Hey folks, this is a wild one. You remember 4 years ago, 3.5, 4 years ago. Oh, hey, hey Meg, I'm going for 35 pages of Afroman. Well, 7 cops, very, very offended, light-skinned cops are they are suing him for defamation and more. Because remember when Afroman got a hit out of lemon pound cake because he got raided because somebody reported him as he had so much drugs, he has somebody kidnapped, yada yada, well, everything. Now, of course, they didn't find anything, which astounded everybody. So he made this lemon pound cake because this slight overweight cop took a pause right at the kitchen counter where he had a lemon pound cake. And this cop stared at that lemon pound cake as if it was made of fat. Yeah, so they sued him. So we are going through, because the trial actually starts Monday. So I'll be going maybe 2 hours. I don't know. I'll send you a link. I sent you a link. So yeah, we are talking about a lot of idiot cops who thought that, you know what? You know what? Instead of letting this blow over, saying ha ha, funny, and let everything just, yeah, it will pan out eventually. Hello, Streisand effect. And so instead of being slightly anonymous, like, well, of course, we know their faces, but I mean, I kind of forgot about it until recently when I found out, oh, they're actually going to trial. These idiot cops. They are actually going through with it. And if we get a camera in there, we will know their faces, their names, and these idiots has to take the stand and tell the world how offended it was for them to be assholes in Afroman's house, including but not limited to eating, included but not limiting to money disappearing, and such and such. And so, yeah, it will be really, really interesting. And I hope now, me, Cat Not Williams, and Mel trying to find options, because we tried via Law and Crime, and sadly, Law and Crime had not the resources to send, because they forgot about it too, that the trial was actually coming around. So they didn't have the resources to pick something up and send down to Adams County, Ohio. But we're trying to solve it. We are trying to solve it in unconventional ways. Or Mel is trying to solve it in conventional ways. So if everything works out, I'm going to send a few $100 over to Mel. So will Cat. So there might be some, so we can pay a camera guy to be there. Now, first of all, we need permission from the court, or Mel needs permission from the court. So we are waiting for that to happen, first of all. But if it does, then yeah, there will be cameras. There will be cameras. What I'm going to go through with you is some, because Afroman, or Joseph Edgar Foreman, as his government name is, he got a few of the civil charges dismissed, but not all of them. And what is absolutely hilarious is how the judge worded some of these dismissals. Oh, you're going to love this. Oh, you're going to love this. No, Megan, it's actually not in Massachusetts. It's Ohio. So I'm going to start, and then we will get Meg over here eventually. So, Court of Common Pleas, Civil Division, Adams County, Ohio. Sean D. Cooley et al., plaintiffs, versus Joseph Edgar Foreman, aka Afroman, et al. Decision and entry denying in part and granting in part defendant's motion to dismiss. So, Sean D. Cooley, represented by Klingler. So this address is not the defendant's address. It is the attorney, who is Robert A. Klingler, out of Cincinnati, Ohio. So he is representing them all. And they are suing Joseph Edgar Foreman, also known as Afroman. Also, Young and Caldwell LLC, Tyler Cantrell, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Now, this has a time. Bruce Rivers was going to represent. But as of 2 weeks ago, Bruce Rivers stepped down from the case, sadly. I hope it is because he wants to cover it himself in some way, shape, or form. Because sadly, this case is very, very... It goes on. It has gone under the radar somehow. But hopefully, if enough people sees this, if enough people sees the videos that Cat Not Williams and Mel have turned out, the interest will get there. Because this trial will take a while. I mean, there are 7 defendants who all have to testify how offended they are. So yeah, it might take a while. It might take a while. Here's all Hungry Hustler Records, yada yada yada. Media access. I mean, it is the media company and the record company of Afroman. But also somehow defendant John Doe 1, 2, and 3. ACLU of Ohio Foundation. ACLU of West Virginia Fund. These ACLU of Ohio, West Virginia, made amicus curiae, meaning friends of the court, and they sent in a letter to the court. Judge, this is First Amendment, it is satire, and the images, they are on his home security. But let's just get on with it. Let's just get on with it. This came before the court on a complaint that was filed on March 13th, 2023, and an amended and supplemented complaint was filed on May 10th, 2023. In the original and amended and supplemental complaints, plaintiffs set forth 5 causes of action. Violations of Ohio Code Chapter blah blah blah, unauthorized use of individuals' persona. Also, we don't want to be on video being idiots. Oh, happy Pi Day, 314. Happy Pi Day, happy Pi Day. Ooh. And thank you, LMP, for the wheel. Nick, you got some moves. Yeah, I'm very good at hand movements. Oh yeah, for you who don't know, today, contrary to yesterday, the wheel of regrets is at play. And the rules of engagement is individual supers, gifted memberships, PayPal, and give me a coffee of $50, and you call out my poison. A combined $50 gets you a spin on the wheel of regrets. And on the wheel of regrets are hot sauce. There are pickled everything and different kind of interesting booze. That is just for entertainment. That is just for entertainment. And a bit of grifting. Daddy here. Santa Claus needs money to run this show. Let's just say that. Let's make this a tad bigger. Or we can make it bigger. Oh, there you are. I had the wrong one. Okay. Now I get it. Second cause of action: invasion of privacy by misappropriation. The very, very, very offended cops say this was so this is not who we are. Even though they are caught on video being just that. Pickled everything. Did that come from the Karen? I don't know, but I found a 10-pound jar of pickled everything. So if this shows up on the wheel of regrets, I'm grabbing a fork, stuff it with as much as I can possibly get, and chew down. But I didn't realize it was from the Karen retrial. I just like pickles. Okay. Third cause of action: invasion of privacy, false light publicity. Our faces We're on camera while we were doing stupid shit in another man's house. And we think it puts us in false light. So fat cop staring down lemon pound cake for a good while. I don't think that's false light publicity. I really don't. But that's one of the claims they did. And are you ready, Meg? Hey, how you doing?
Hi, guys. I've been kicked. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm kicked out of my studio because Mr. Fox is sick, but everybody's sick, so I actually have time to do this, and I have missed you.
Oh, I missed you too. We haven't done stuff together for a while now.
I know, and I've missed you. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. No one needs me. Everyone is sleeping. I just have to, I'm on my iPad. I've never done this from my iPad, so hopefully it works out.
Yeah. Chat, you can hear Megan, right?
Hopefully they can. I'll try not to push any buttons I shouldn't push. But you know how that goes. And if we're doing Wheel of Regrets, by the way,
Yeah.
I have a THC drink here.
Oh.
Have you ever had these, the Senoritas? Oh my God, they're so good.
THC is illegal.
It's illegal where you are. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. So no, you have never had that, I'm sure.
No, I've never had that. And folks, if you want me to relocate to United States, hit those supers. Die once more, to quote Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. So yeah, okay. Megan showed Nick how to use a bonnet. Yeah, and I'm forever grateful.
It's the best that you're the best. You look the best in a bonnet I've ever seen anybody look. Truly, only Nick can make a hair bonnet look cool.
Yeah, I mean, it works. It actually works.
Yeah, apparently it does. That's what they say.
Yeah, I mean, slightly damp hair into the bonnet, off to sleep, wake up in the morning, glorious.
I love it.
Thank you, Wim. I can't hear her on her iPad. I can hear her on my computer. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So
I'm not used to being this far away from the camera. I feel like I need to scooch in, but it's difficult. So
you're having THC while talking about Afroman.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I was a little bit disappointed that you weren't reading the Swinging Dicks decision, because that one was so funny. Have you seen this? The dissent, I mean, the Swinging Dicks dissent.
Oh, I saw it momentarily.
On the, I guess it's the Ninth Circus, I think, which of course that they would be the ones. But there's a dissenting opinion about swinging dicks. You gotta read. I'm telling you, maybe not today, but someday.
Oh, it's the girls only spa that now is forced to have naked men.
Yes, and the dissenting judge said this case is about swinging dicks. And he said, and if you have a problem with that, imagine how I feel having to write this decision. Or this dissent, I mean. Oh, it was great.
Yeah, but I mean, in US judicial history, sometimes dissents, they take legal note. They can take legal notice of a dissent, but it's not case law. It's not precedent.
Right.
But yeah, I saw it in passing by over at X, and I was, oh, that's funny. Well, yeah, the dissent is funny. The situation is very much not funny.
The dissent is really funny. Sorry if you guys are hearing weird noises and clicking and growling. That's my dog trying to get my attention. He's not happy that I'm paying attention to someone else besides him while I'm in his domain. So he's growling at me.
Aww. I mean, even over here in the cold north, we have our saunas. I mean, 90% of the time, nobody cares. We're all naked. You let you sit down. But seriously, we have women's and men's only. Because we know that for some people, they want to sit with their peers, so to speak. And everybody's fine with it. Stop fucking around.
I just can't even believe it's a thing. I refuse to go to any of those places, I guess.
Yeah. But over here, it's not unusual. I mean, have I told you about my old friend group up in Gothenburg? We, up until I lived there in the 90s. And up until like 10 years ago, everybody's getting family divorced and stuff like that. We met either at Midsummers or at New Year's. And we all went into the sauna. And we drank. And then we went out of the sauna. And yeah, you know the gist. And it was always so funny because we knew each other. But once in a while, somebody got a girlfriend, somebody got a boyfriend, and brought them into this mesh of idiots. Because once you're in the sauna, you don't put on clothes again.
Right.
You might have a towel. And if
That's
you're
like
not...
a very European sort of way to do things. I think Americans are just not used to that at all. We're just not used to mixed nudity in any form, not nude beaches, none of that, which is a thing in Europe that everyone does. So it's kind of like we just have this cultural thing where we're not comfortable. I'm barely comfortable being nude with other women. Like that's not something that I like to do. In fact, my daughter and I were in the locker room the other day, and the old ladies, they lose all, like, zero fucks they have to give. The old ladies, they just do not care. And they'll sit on a bench completely naked, just talking about their day to their friends. And we were exiting the thing, and this little lady, oh God, she was completely nude, and she had bent over, just showing her ass to the entire room to do something. And it's just like, there's just a type of person who just, they lose their fucks. They just don't care. I don't know if that will ever be me. I doubt it. I still use a Hawaiian bathroom in the locker room where I use a towel and I get dressed under my towel, which is not hard. I don't know why we need to flash each other, strangers. I don't really want to be naked with strangers ever.
Yeah, but as I told you yesterday on X, you're welcome over here. I mean, I have 150 yards to that neighbor. I have 100 yards to that neighbor. Nobody will see you.
No
and
one
I
will
think,
see you. So you can wear all your stupid things that apparently Europeans don't want to see Americans in. That was a funny tweet, by the way. That's so funny.
Yeah, and folks, don't worry. This is what we call unnecessary pixelation, because this is the picture.
That was so funny.
Yeah, but I like this unnecessary pixelation. Oh well. Yeah.
All right, so this is Ohio. Okay.
Yeah.
Ohio cops behaving badly. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Nick. Hit me with it.
Okay. Well, Afroman, you know Afroman.
Not really.
When I got high,
okay.
when I got high,
Oh,
when
yeah,
I got
yeah.
high. Yeah. He was raided in 2022. Somebody reported him for drugs and holding a woman hostage. I mean, stupid things. So a bunch of cops turned up and searched through his house and found nothing, to everybody's surprise, not even drugs.
Wow.
But then he caught it on his home security. And these cops, well, they didn't find it. So they started looking into CDs, and then you have this slightly overweight, slightly overweight, a really overweight cop stood by the counter where Afroman's wife, she had a lemon pound cake. And he stood there looking at it for minutes. So Afroman is an artist.
That's intent. Did he eat it? Did he give in to the temptation?
Maybe.
I can't wait to hear this. This should be good.
Yeah. And so Afroman did a song where he went through, here they are going in, crashing through my door. And did very, very funny rap commentary, music commentary to his home security as they raided his house.
Mm-hmm.
And the song was named Lemon Pound Cake. And these cops were very, very offended. So they sued him.
No, come on.
Yeah. And they're going to trial.
Oh my God. How did this even get to trial? Sued him on what grounds? Defamation?
Invasion of, let's see here.
Invasion of privacy. They were in his house. They're public servants. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Unauthorized use of individuals' persona. They didn't want to be in this video. Yeah.
Well, but they're on body cams, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they are on his home security system.
Well, they shouldn't have been in his house then if they don't want to be on his home security system. Yeah. How did this even make it past a motion to dismiss?
Well, this, what we are going through now is decision and entry denying in part and granting in part. So some of these were denied.
Okay.
And I heard from Catnot Williams, who read through this, that some of the wordings used by this judge is hilarious.
Okay, can't wait.
Yeah. So there are 5 counts originally: unauthorized use of individual's persona, invasion of privacy by misappropriation, invasion of privacy, false light publicity. They didn't like being portrayed as incompetent fools staring at pound cakes. Invasion of privacy, unreasonable publicity given to private lives. Because apparently in their little town in Ohio, it's enough that, well, he didn't mention their names, but their faces are seen. So apparently, yeah. And 5th count, defamation.
Defamation? That he stared at a lemon pound cake or that he's fat? That's not defamation.
Yeah, but some of the wordings in that lyric is, well, he uses phrasings, calling out incompetence. Why are you destroying my door, Mr. Officer?
Do we have the lyrics of this? Should we read the lyrics of the song first? I think that might be a good way to start this. Because I'd like to start with the original content that created the embarrassment, shame, and humiliation. Because the Streisand effect is very important. Since they sued over this, now everyone should know what it says. Here we go.
Here we go. The Adams County sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff want to put down his gun and cut him a slice.
Show me the lie. Where is the lie?
Yeah. Lemon pound cake. He want to put down his Glock. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok.
It's fantastic.
Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Got the munchies because he got high. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. He's an Adams County sheriff. He's hungry and he's big as hell. He was sniffing for weed, then he smelled another smell. What was that? Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff want to put down his gun and cut him a slice. Of what? Of what? And then...
Again, with the chorus. Okay, got it.
Chorus. And then he sees my cake and my porno mag called Boom Boom. Something happened to his camera on the way to the evidence room. Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. Make the sheriff want to put down his gun and cut him a slice. And then back to
Back to the
Uh,
chorus.
uh,
Are you? Is he kidding? Are they kidding? This should never have gotten past. There should have been summary judgment on this or motion to dismiss. That you got to be kidding me. This is the least defamatory rap song or if it that I've ever heard in my whole life. What about you ever heard Cop Killer? This is just poking some mild fun at a fat cop like it's almost like a donut joke, cops eating donuts joke.
yeah.
This is not even close to defamatory. It's not even in the same realm as defamation or even false light, because if you are fat and you were staring at a pound cake, well, that's all true. Show me the lie. How does this get past a judge?
Well, let's see.
Dying to know, because this is crazy. Can you imagine if Nick Rekieta had written that song, how much worse it would be?
Oh. Oh, I had Nick Rekieta on last Friday, and he didn't mention Kurt once.
Oh, that's real progress.
Yeah, that's real progress. Yeah.
Don't expect it to last.
Oh, okay. Among the remedies requested, the plaintiffs are seeking compensatory damages, punitive damages, injunctive relief, attorney's fees, expenses of litigation, and impoundment and destruction of merchandise, goods, and materials. Yeah. Here comes the maybes.
What materials? What?
Merch with cop on home camera.
Well, wait. Now, did he put his actual photo up?
I believe so.
Okay, well then they're suing under the wrong thing. He could have sued for copyright or making money off his image. Because you can't sell T-shirts with somebody else's face on them without their permission. So that he could go after him for, but it doesn't look like that's what they're going after for false light.
Yeah.
And not copyright infringement. So that's strange to me.
Well, let's see. No, that's not it. Let's see if I can find some images of it.
Yeah, because if you put a guy's face on a T-shirt without his permission and you make money on it, you owe him that money. That's well settled. You can't do that. You can make fun of him. You can make memes out of him probably, but if you sell it, you're in trouble. Yeah, if those are their actual faces, he can't do that.
That's the one cop who stared down the lemon pound cake.
It's just 3 of them as one guy. It's one guy 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he can't sell. If he was giving them away, maybe, but selling them, but that's not what they're going after him for. So that's weird. They want to impound that evidence and destroy it, but he's not going after the money that he made from it. See, that's what I would do. I'd go after the money that he made from it because he does owe him.
Let's see. As to the original and amended supplemental complaints, all of the plaintiffs are employed by the Adams County Sheriff's Department. And here's their names, which I had no idea.
Until they sued. We would never have known. Sean Cooley, Justin Cooley. Are they brothers? Were there brothers? Sean and Justin Cooley? Weird. Sean Grooms, Lisa Phillips, Michael Estep, and Randy Walters.
And Brian Newland.
Oh, and don't forget Brian Newland.
Yeah.
There's a footnote. Why is there a footnote? Oh. No reason. Okay.
No reason. Yeah.
Stupid. I got all excited for a spicy footnote and there was nothing.
On April 11th, the defendants filed a motion to dismiss and a motion to strike the plaintiff's complaint. Subsequently, the plaintiffs filed their amended and supplemented complaints. On May 24th, 2023, in response to the filing of the plaintiff's amended and supplemented complaint, the defendants filed an amended joint motion to dismiss and a motion to strike this plaintiff's amended and supplemented. I mean, it's the back and forth. They're right.
And I would imagine, yes, they would file to have it dismissed. Also, Chicken Shite says they want to impound that cake.
Yeah.
Exactly. I got to tell you, lemon pound cake sounds amazing right about now. And maybe it's the THC drink, but I would impound a lemon pound cake right about now.
And then on June 23rd, the plaintiffs filed a memorandum in opposition to the, back and forth, back and forth. Then you have amicus curiae from Friends of the Court, American Civil Liberties Union
the
of
ACLU chimed in.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
In, of course, support of the defendant's motions to strike and dismiss. Well, we would imagine, yes.
Yeah.
And yet it still did not get dismissed. What is wrong with this judge?
Neither side requested an opportunity to make oral arguments as to the motion to dismiss and the motion to strike the plaintiff's complaint. Upon consideration of the plaintiff's amended complaint, the defendant's motion to dismiss and to strike, blah, 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 the court now renders this written decision as to the motion to dismiss and the motion to strike. Then you have the standard of review, which is just words.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is the statute. We understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Statutes. Factual allegation in amended complaint. This will the plaintiffs are making the following factual allegations in their amended complaint. The defendant foreman, Afroman, is an individual who lives in Adams County, Ohio, and who creates, produces, and performs music and videos under the stage and commercial name Afroman. Hungry Hustler Records, business entity operated by Foreman. Media Access Inc. is a Texas corporation in the business of video and music distribution and royalty collection, and is used in these capacities by Foreman. So all of these are defendants. The 3 John Doe defendants are each business entity doing business with its principal place of business in Adams County. John Doe 1 is owned and operated by Foreman to market and sell music, videos, merchandise, and other products, including beer, marijuana, and T-shirts. The other John Doe defendants are owned and operated by Foreman. So it's all Foreman, but different entities. On or about August 21st, 2022, law enforcement officials from the Adams County Sheriff's Office conducted a search of Foreman's Adams County residence pursuant to a lawful warrant.
Oh, I would love to see that warrant. I bet it's ridiculous. You said it was because somebody called in a tip. Sounds like the Ricada warrant.
Yeah, it basically I would suspect it's swatting.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah. Foreman was not home at the time, but his wife was present, observed the search, and recorded portions of the search and of the officers involved, including videos of their faces and bodies on her camera phone. Yeah. And home security. Additionally, the residence was equipped with several security cameras which were operating and which recorded the search, which was occurring, as well as the likeness of the officers who were conducting the search. Yeah. After the search was concluded, Foreman used portions of the recordings to create music videos about the search. The videos portrayed the images,
seems reasonable.
Yeah, likenesses and distinctive appearances of the officers involved in the search, including the plaintiffs. They were posted on various social media platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, and Instagram, and were viewed by thousands of people. Let's say millions of people.
Yeah, probably more than thousands, I would think.
And for me, how is this an issue?
I'm actually surprised. I've never seen this music video. I really want to see it now. How have I missed this?
I mean, this blew up back in 2022. Maybe you were busy. I don't know. And it had a 1 week span of, yay, gone until this.
Sorry, I had to yell at my kid in the kitchen. She's attaching her phone to the Alexa, gonna blast music in a minute. I'm like, stop it. We don't want to get Nick copyrighted.
Yeah, thank you. Also, why I'm not playing the video, which also might be why not many, because he struck down on everybody trying to cover it by playing the music video.
Well, here's a tip on that. If you have a Rumble channel, you can play it there and nothing will happen.
Mm. Yeah, I have a Rumble channel, but I can't just diverse
Yeah,
that.
right. Right. I occasionally will go just do a Rumble stream when I have to play something that I know is going to get copyright struck. Like, for instance, we watched an episode of SVU the other day
Mm.
that was ripped right from the headlines of stories I was covering about medical kidnapping. You
Ah,
remember we did the story, the Tim's case, right?
yeah.
Well, there's an SVU, a Law and Order SVU episode that is about the child abuse pediatricians, Nick. And it is so
Oh.
good. It's really good. And we watched
Mm.
it on Rumble with Spike Cohen the other day.
Mm.
And they based that doctor for sure on, we think, even either Stephen Messner, the one who said he was never wrong. Remember that? And he was like, I've never been
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
Well, they had her say that. I'm never wrong. It was perfect. It was like, oh my God, it's Stephen Messner. So anyway,
Wow.
I do that on Rumble because Rumble
Mm.
never gives me a problem.
Mm. Let's see here. The videos and photos has been used by Foreman for commercial purposes to promote his Afroman brand, to sell products, to promote his music tours, and to make money.
So
Have you ever seen YouTube, Mr. Officers, where hundreds
you know,
of thousands of channels watch cops doing cop stuff?
I'm telling you though, Nick, there are people out there, and it's going to come to a head at some point where it's going to have to be decided by courts that what YouTube actually is,
Mm.
because they continue to bring these lawsuits against YouTubers for monetizing whatever the content is, and it's outrageous. I mean, that's what we're
Mm.
dealing with in the Hales case, right? With all
Yeah.
this garbage about you're monetizing my life or whatever. It's like, no, you're inserting yourself into mine and I'm taping you and putting it on YouTube because
Mm.
you're
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Mm.
But yeah, we have to figure out at some point through the courts what is YouTube.
Mm. It is, in my opinion, an extension of the printing press.
I think it's no different than television. I don't know how
Mm.
on earth it's any different than any television station. We get advertisers, that's how YouTube runs. That's why it's free for most users.
Mm.
We get memberships like a cable service or a streaming service.
Mm.
I don't see why it should be any different than that. But judges look at YouTube like, I don't know, like the dirtiest gutter
Mm.
ever. Like that it's
Mm.
not legitimate.
Mm.
Or it's not a legitimate business, which it is though for a lot of people.
Mm. Examples included the complaint include an Instagram post containing an image of Foreman wearing a shirt with an image of plaintiff Sean Cooley, the fat one, besides an image of Peter Griffin. Caption: "Good morning, ladies. What up, fellas? Congratulations to police officer Poundcake. Thank you for getting me 5.4 million hits on TikTok. I couldn't have done it without you."
From now on, we have to call him Officer Poundcake.
Yeah, definitely. Officer Poundcake. Oh. Congratulations again. You're famous for all the wrong reasons. As you can see, all my pound cake is gone, Officer Poundcake. Officer Poundcake confiscated my pound cake. He said something happened to his body camera on the way to the evidence room. I don't know if that's true, but if it is...
No, it sounds like hyperbole.
Yeah. Instagram post containing depictions of fans holding merchandise that also contains images of Sean Cooley. Caption: "Lemon pound cake." Yeah, I mean, if anything, this is a copyright claim.
Well, but on Instagram, though, no, it wouldn't be because it's just like a meme or a photo. It's when if you sell a t-shirt with it, if you're selling it, it's not the same though to say you're monetizing it, because you're not monetizing that image. You're monetizing your commentary about that image. It's totally different. And it's been already litigated. It is not, you can't go after it that way. But if you put him on a t-shirt, which he did, then he could go after him for the copyright.
Yeah, but this is not a copyright case. So
Nope. So I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Instagram post in which Foreman confirms that Olga Afroman is his official account. Post contains images of plaintiff Brian Newland, then advertises Afroman's new album. So, Instagram post containing image of Foreman wearing a shirt with images of plaintiff Justin Cooley. Post promotes new album, caption, "What's your favorite song on Lemon Pound Cake so far?"
Yeah, I mean,
So,
with
yeah.
this evidence, he has a real good case to go after the money made on the merch,
Yeah,
right? He
Yeah.
could, but they're not doing that. It's weird. They're going
Apparently
for
not.
false light. False light. Do you like lemon pound cake or don't you? I bet you do.
yeah. Instagram post containing image of Foreman wearing merchandise and promoting merchandise with images of plaintiff Sean Cooley. Caption, "I'm pressing up merchandise for my up-and-coming Canada tour. Which offers a pound cake shirt do you like the most, the one on the left or the right? Let me know so I invest my money in the more popular shirt." Yeah, so, okay, Afroman, you made money out of that, which included Officer Pound Cake's image.
Yeah. That's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
But what lawyer do they have that didn't tell them that? Because that's where the money is. The money's in the merch sales. The money is not in this false light crap.
Yeah. They have the same, Robert A. Klingler.
Klinger.
So,
well,
yeah.
Klingler is not very smart if he didn't figure out that he should sue for the merch money
Yeah.
instead of this garbage, because this is stupid.
Let's see here. A civil rights motion to strike has an entirely different...
Chicken shite. Imagine him on the stand. Do you mean to tell this jury that you did not want a slice of that delicious pound cake, officer?
While on the screen,
yeah, while
slow-
it shows him staring at it.
in slow
remind
motion.
You are
him-
under oath.
Yeah. In slow motion, how he turns and starts to stare on the lemon pound cake.
And Barry White music gets queued up.
Oh.
So let me ask you, officer, if I put this slice of lemon pound cake in front of you right now, are you telling me you wouldn't want to eat it? Puts lemon pound cake in front of him on the stand.
This is only a demonstrative, Your Honor. Oh, no, Your Honor. It will.
Did I hear you say that you were going to try and get cameras in this courtroom?
Yeah, me, Kat, and Mel.
So it's not already being televised? It's not.
No.
Did you
I
contact
checked
the
with-
court and ask for media access?
There have been one sought and then withdrawn. Now Mel has sought, and we have to wait until that.
See what they say.
Yeah, and then me and Kat will send over some cash to Mel so she can hire a cameraman and get some equipment into the courtroom.
Fantastic. Fantastic idea.
But we have to wait until it gets approved.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, if it does get approved, you should check with what's his name over at, oh God, Addict. What's his name? He's not an
Discovery Addict.
Recovery Addict.
Recovery Addict.
You should check with him. He might go film it if you get the okay. You know, he does that. He streams hearings.
Yeah.
Scott. Yeah.
Scott. Yeah. I will send him a message. See if
He might
can...
love this one.
Yeah. While an insufficient complaint may be subject to a motion to strike, a motion to strike is not intended to be used as a substitute for a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. In this regard, a motion to dismiss for failure to state claim is directed to an entire pleading, whereas a motion to strike based on the insufficiency of a claim may be used to attack individual claims which are not dispositive of the entire action. Apparently, Afroman has filed both motion to strike and motion to dismiss the individual things. So they might have used it interlocutory and
Yeah.
the judge told them, "Nah, you can't do that." Factual allegations in amended complaint. Let's see. Yeah, it's just Hustler, Hungry Hustler Records,
It's
Media
basically
Access.
it's like a repeat of what they said in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
We
Used by
already saw this
Foreman.
part. Yeah.
Yeah, we already seen this. It's just against the other.
It's a repeat.
So it's a repeat. Dun, dun, dun. No, this.
Oh wait, some of these posts are different.
Yeah. This is same. That is same. That is same. That is same. That is same.
Oh, there it is. Canada, get ready for the most hunted to the most wanted, the most blunted rapper in the world. For the first time, I will have branch, I think he means brand new merchandise available on the month-long Canada tour.
I will
then he
sign
has his
everything that is bought.
t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beanies.
Oh, I like the videos of fans with the defendant singing lemon pound cake. Oh, that offended you? Oh, while a fan wears the merchandise. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Interview on Vlad TV. Does that exist anymore? Vlad TV? I haven't heard about them for ages.
Says he discusses the use of the search of as material for songs. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Admits
to using images and clips from the search in videos and promotion. Foreman states that his "Will you repair my door" song went viral.
And the answer to that is no, they won't. You have to repair your own damn door if the cops kick it in. We learned that through the Ricada case.
Yeah.
They will not repair it.
And blah, blah, blah. And that includes image of plaintiff officer Poundcake. And Instagram post that portrays plaintiff Sean Grooms next to an image of Quasimodo.
The image of what? Oh,
Good morning, ladies. The hatchback of Adams KK County. Oh
my
said
goodness.
To get my. Oh.
Okay, but all of this is still free speech. It really is. The image of that's satire. That is the definition of satire.
Yeah. Instagram post that portrays Judge Gabbard, the judge who signed the search warrant, next to an image of Droopy.
That's funny and accurate because whoever signed that search warrant should be made fun of.
Yeah. This is the judge that signed a warrant that said kidnapping. His name is Roy Droopy Gabbard. Vote him out before he signs.
Accused him of kidnapping someone, which is how they got it, because of exigent circumstances. You know, a kidnapping is like, well, it's high priority, so you think someone might be in immediate danger. But what garbage? I wonder if he ever traced down who made the call.
Will this trial be public? Well, it is public, but we don't have a camera in there at the moment.
So you could walk in there if you were in Ohio and sit there every day, but without a camera, the wider world can't see it.
Exactly. Instagram post that portrays plaintiff Lisa Phillips next to an image of the Mona Lisa. Good morning, ladies. Here she is, the condescending C-word. Adams KK County Sheriff Lieutenant Mona Lickem-Low Lisa. Oh, to serve and disconnect your home video security surveillance system. Yeah, apparently they started the cameras they saw off. You're muted.
I'm being harassed by the dog again. Go lay down. Go. Get him off my case. Thank you.
Caption included, so you won't have proof of the Adams County Sheriff Department stealing money and other things around your house, even possibly planting false kidnapping evidence. I used to speak to this lady when I dropped my kids off to school. Always wondered why she never spoke back. Just looked at me with the same condescending C-word look you see in the picture. I spoke to her again at the metal detector in Adams County Courthouse. Her voice was 3 octaves lower than mine. Lol. Has anybody in Adams County verified her vagine? If you haven't,
No.
you should, or she might
Stop
whoop
it.
out something bigger than yours.
Okay, that's also not defamation, by the way. It's been litigated before that calling someone transgender or something like that is not defamatory. Either is calling someone gay, or because these things are not offensive, so they're not right. Society has decided it's all, those are things are all fine, so you can't defame someone by saying it, even if you're wrong. It's not defamatory.
If this lady is your friend, I wouldn't leave her alone in my house. Or I put it this way, if you leave and your video system is messed up when you get back, you know who did it. Why would a good cop want to disconnect a video security surveillance system? Lieutenant Lickham Lisa.
Oh, Lord.
YouTube videos depicting most or all of the officers involved in the search, set to music and used by Foreman to promote his brand and sell his products. Okay. After the original complaint in this case was filed, the defendant Foreman continued with the same conduct and even intensified his efforts after the filing of the complaint in this case. Duh. In his complaint, the plaintiff set forth various examples. Photo with Sean Cooley's image on merchandise. Yeah, that might be, but that's still copyright. This is not a copyright case.
I don't think it's a false light issue. I think it's a copyright issue.
Yeah.
And also profiting off of someone's image is something else. It's not called copyright. I can't remember what it is now, but there's a separate thing for making money on the image of someone else.
Yeah, I don't
forget what it is. I'll look it up. It's in the thumbnail case. I should know this by heart.
Yeah, you should know this. Now, this is way off my area, so I don't know. Photo with Randall Walker's image on merchandise, Sean Cooley's image, Randall Walker's image. New police officer pancake shirts are in. Let go. Okay.
The right of publicity. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's called a right of publicity, and you have that right to your own image. So if someone uses it, you have the right to the money they make.
According to the plaintiff's, Foreman, with the cooperation and assistance of the other defendants, which are his entities, performed, posted, and publicized these and other depictions of plaintiff's personas for commercial purposes without the authorization of the plaintiffs to do so. But commercial purposes on T-shirts, yes. On video, no.
It's different. It's different because the commercial purposes, when you have for the video, you're getting advertiser dollars, or if your Instagram is monetized, you're getting it by views. So it's about your content, not them.
Yeah. Bork, bork, bork. Megan's kid, probably. Hi, Ekidibak.
I said it sounds like the Swedish chef is in the kitchen right now. It's crashing. There's all these crashes and bangs. Like my kid sounds like the Swedish chef in there.
And then she comes out with a sandwich, and you look into the kitchen, and it's piles.
Yeah, she's making something called Italian penicillin. It's some kind of chicken soup with pastina.
The plaintiffs allege that their personas have significant value, which Foreman and the other defendants are unlawfully exploiting for their own financial gain. How do their personas have significant value?
No. So this is another thing that he actually might get away with it. If their images had no significant value to begin with, and he's the reason that he made them have significant value, it is possible that they might even not get a right of publicity. Nick was talking about this actually when it came to Lynette Preston, because in the thumbnail case, he was like, her image has no value. A person like Angelina Jolie, she can put a number on her face, right? The use of her face will sell things. There's a number for what that is. But a
Yeah.
person who's a nobody, just some random cop somewhere, his face has no actual value. So he starts out with no value. It's only because of this situation and because of the rapper that makes it valuable. So you know what? He might actually be able to get around it.
We don't sound like that, Nick. Sounding like that. Who the skutty-doo, skibutty-doo, skibutty-doo, whoop, whoop. We love the Swedish chef over here.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
the
and we
Muppets are
understand.
great.
Yeah, and we understand him. In the course thereof, and in connection thereto, according to the plaintiffs, the defendants made false statements, knowing them to be false, and with the intent to damage the plaintiffs' reputations and cause them emotional pain, suffering, humiliation, and embarrassment. Don't stare down a pound cake.
Humiliation and embarrassment aren't reasons, though, for legal action. And I know there's case law on that. Emotional suffering or pain and suffering are, yes, those are things, but not humiliation and embarrassment. I don't know where they come up with that. It's not illegal to humiliate someone. It's not illegal to embarrass them. If that were true, then the New Yorker magazine would be out of business, and so would
Yeah.
any magazine that does satire and cartoons and pokes fun of people. Those are not things in America. You can't sue someone for humiliating you.
The statement were injurious to the plaintiff's reputations. These statements were: A, on or about March 18th, 2023, in an Instagram post, Foreman stated that the plaintiffs, quote-unquote, stole my money and were, quote-unquote, criminals camouflaged by law enforcement. Opinion. That's clear opinion. And if he was missing stuff, it's still an opinion.
Yep.
On or about January 24th, Foreman called the plaintiffs, quote-unquote, white supremacists operating inside of the Adams County Sheriff Department. Opinion. Opinion. On or about, April 6th, Foreman stated that the plaintiff Newland, quote-unquote, used to do hard drugs, snitched on all his friends, and now he steals money from traffic stops, bogus raids, and from the Adams County Sheriff evidence room. Maybe. Because used to do hard drugs, snitch on all his friends, now steals money from... Now it goes into the gray zone.
Yeah, that's definitely, well, not definitely, but it's gray.
Yeah.
Used to do hard drugs, kind of a factual statement, I guess. It could be seen as a factual statement, but is that really defamatory, though? Do people really, are people revolted by people who've done drugs in the past? I don't think so, not anymore. So it isn't something that would cause communal shunning.
Yeah. And people versus Larry Flint.
Yeah.
No, if it's so outrageous that nobody will believe it, then it can't be defamatory.
Exactly.
On or about April 19th, through Instagram, Foreman stated that plaintiff Newland, quote-unquote, stole my money, used to do hard drugs, and that he had stolen $400 out of the evidence money.
Okay, well, that's definitely a factual statement, but he's claiming that he's missing money, right?
Yeah.
That so that is his opinion that he's missing money. Now, it is factual. Does he have evidence he didn't take it? It'd be hard to prove.
Yeah. You're supposed to count the money in front of the person if you're doing one of these inventory checks. If that wasn't done and he's simply missing money, well, Foreman through Instagram post implies with words and images that Lisa Phillips is biologically male.
So what?
Is trans. Yeah, so what?
So what? That's absolute garbage. Who cares? If people thought you were, it's not defamatory, but no one actually thinks that. He's just telling jokes.
Foreman stated through various posts that a purpose of the sheriff's department was to kill Foreman, and that the plaintiffs attempted to kill me in front of my kids and came to kill me in front of my children, and that the plaintiffs constituted a hit squad ... to kill me in front of my kids.
The only way that this could not be, that this would be defamation, is if we had a police force that never busted your door in and killed you in front of your kids falsely.
Yeah.
But without the government in America, who would kick in your door and kill your pets and your animals and your entire family for no reason? They've done it before. So it's reasonable. It's reasonable. A reasonable person. I'm not outraged by this statement. It happened to Duncan Lemp. It can happen to you.
Yeah. There are cases all over the United States, all over the world as well, where cops, sometimes they show up at the right address and shoot somebody, or the wrong address and shoot somebody. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and also in any altercation with any police officer, I'm going to be in fear of my life, and that's a reasonable fear, right? Because they have the power and the means and the law on their side to kill me. So every time I am encountering a police officer, I'm going to be concerned about that. That's not defamation.
Oh.
My.
They call themselves the hit squad, allegedly.
If they did, then that's even worse for them.
Yeah.
Because it sure sounds like they're dangerous.
Yeah. Application of motion to dismiss standard and motion to strike standards to cause of action in complaint. The court will now apply those standards to each of the plaintiff's claims in their amended complaint. In doing so, it is important to note that the court will not be assessing the sufficiency of the evidence as to each claim, which will be a matter to be ruled on through a subsequent summary judgment motion or at trial. Count 1, unauthorized use of individuals' persona. The plaintiffs allege the following. The plaintiffs are each law enforcement officer in Adams County, Ohio, whose names and personas are known in that community and beyond, way beyond now, both as public servants and private citizens. Plaintiffs' personas are distinct and recognizable within Adams County and the surrounding area, and plaintiffs have built that distinct recognizability through years of public service and private activities and exposure to the public, often at great risk to themselves.
Oh, blah, blah. It's the weird
poor you. You chose to be a cop. You got paid to be a cop. But
lots of cops are great, but some of them are really bad. And I think we're talking about some bad ones right now. So I don't really want to hear about how they built up their reputations. Here's the thing. When you kick in somebody's door and you don't find anything and you stare at their lemon cake and you treat people badly, you've kind of wrecked your own reputation. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear about how great your reputation is. The lemon pound cake incident kind of ruined that.
As such, the persona of each plaintiff has significant commercial value because of the reputation, prestige, social standing, public interest, and other values of plaintiffs' recognizable personas add value to any product or service with which plaintiffs' personas are associated.
This is part of the question. This is part of the question. I mean, I could see that this would go forward on a, to argue it, but I think they didn't have that value going into it. They only have that value because of Afroman's reach and Afroman's creative. Just a picture of them on a t-shirt wouldn't sell.
No.
He had to make it it was part of his thing, his song, his art, his creativity. That's what made them have value. So I don't know. It's a very interesting question.
Yeah. Defendant used the personas of the plaintiffs for commercial purposes during plaintiffs' lifetimes without their authorization to do so. The personas of the plaintiffs were not used by defendants in connection with any news, public affairs, sports broadcast, or political campaign, and their unauthorized use of plaintiffs' personas for commercial purposes was not justified or excused. I would say justified.
Oh, I think it was justified.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's absolutely justified.
Yeah.
And there's there's also the matter of public interest. So there's a big public interest in it because he's a public person. right?
Yeah.
So, and it's not the cops who are the public people, it's him. Yeah, I know Nick would say, I know he would say absolutely not. They have no right of publicity because they had no value to begin with. Their face, their name, their image had no value to begin with.
Next beer is a sitting bulldog.
Sitting bulldog, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh no, hold on, I'll mute.
Oh, sure. Yeah, if you wonder why I call this the Slightly Buzzed Show, now you have your answer.
All right, I missed what kind of beer that was. I was talking to my daughter.
It's a sitting bulldog. It's an IPA. Yeah, it's an IPA.
I like a good IPA. Oh, now she's using the blender. Okay, I'm going to mute.
Cheers. All defendants had knowledge of the unauthorized use of plaintiff's personas as prohibited by code that. Defendant's action constitute the unauthorized commercial use of plaintiff's personas. Defendant's actions were willful, wanton, malicious, and done with conscious or reckless disregard for the rights of plaintiffs.
That's weird because someone might say that the plaintiffs did that.
Yeah, this
Some might say
originated
that they were
by this
willful
raid.
and wanton and malicious when they raided his house. Some might say that.
And I believe that is why they, at the very beginning, said they had a lawful warrant. Now, it went nowhere. They found nothing.
Nothing. I wonder if that warrant's ever been challenged. And it's funny that they're worried about the rights of the plaintiffs. It's like, what about the Fourth Amendment right of the Fourth Amendment right of the defendant is far more important than your right of not to be humiliated.
Yeah.
Which is not in the Constitution the last time I checked.
Nah. There's only one person who has rights in the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and amendments. It's the defendant. As a result of defendant's violations of the statute, plaintiffs have been damaged in the amount of profits made by defendants by the unauthorized use of their personas, has suffered embarrassment, ridicule, emotional distress, humiliation, and loss of reputation, and are entitled to injunctive relief and other remedies under the statute. Yeah, amount of profits, T-shirts, but maybe Ohio has included this in these.
I don't know. I guess they're going for. I see what they're doing. They're sort of putting the right of publicity in there without saying it.
Yeah, it seems so.
It seems like they're making that argument, but not citing the statute.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get to that part. I don't know. But no, I guess this is the judge's decision, so maybe we won't know. Upon
which the plaintiff based the claim states in pertinent part, except as otherwise provided in this section, a person should not use any aspect of an individual's persona for a commercial purpose during that individual's lifetime. A person may use an individual's persona for a commercial purpose during the individual's lifetime if the person first obtains the written consent to use the individual's persona from a person specified in revised code, blah, blah, blah. For purposes of this action, a use of an aspect of an individual's persona in connection with any news, public affairs, sports broadcast, or account does not constitute a use for which consent is required under Division A of this section.
Now, news, public affairs, it's newsworthy. You went after a famous guy. It's newsworthy. It becomes newsworthy.
Yeah, but he made music videos and T-shirts.
And T-shirts. The T-shirts,
yeah,
T-shirts. Probably the issue.
Yeah. And then it's just persona, commercial purpose, advertising. The pertinent facts which has been alleged by the plaintiffs in this case are that they are peace officers who, while engaged in search of the defendant Joseph Forsman's residence, were video recorded by Foreman and or others, and the video recording was subsequently publicized along with commentary related to the video afterwards. The plaintiffs further allege that the use of their likeness was in connection with a place, product, merchandise, goods, service, or other commercial activities not expressly exempted under Chapter 2741 of the revised code. A person is not required to have celebrity status to recover for statutory or common law appropriation. However, the plaintiffs, who are local law enforcement officers, have related no facts to show that their names and/or likeness have any commercial value.
There it is. They don't have any commercial value.
Yeah.
They don't have actual commercial value is a different thing than recognizable. If you're recognizable in your community because you've, know the same 1,000 people you see every day, that's not the same as commercial value. You have to be able to put a number on the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or as my original thumbnail said, judge says cops have no worth. Technically, yeah, but I went with another thing. While they may be well known in their community and unquestionably are public servants who frequently come into contact with the public, this is not sufficient to demonstrate that there is any value in associating an item of commerce with any of their individual identities.
Mm-hmm.
In this regard, no facts have been suggested that this is a case similar for comparison to that of the well-known football coach and sports commentator Urban Meyer, who sued successfully for the use of his likeness in selling merchandise, capitalizing on his name to make money. In contrast to Urban Meyer.
Bette Midler has won a case on this before. There have been many celebrities who have brought these types of cases and they win because their image has commercial value to begin with. And so they can say, I would have made $300,000 on this deal and you owe me $300,000. So, and then if you can prove it, your case closed.
Yeah. And if somebody uses my likeness to do products, you owe me $75.
He's putting 75 on that mug.
Per item sold. Per items, no. It appears, absent the plaintiffs demonstrating any particular commercial value, which has not been alleged in the plaintiff's complaint, that the defendant Foreman felt aggrieved by the execution of a search warrant at his house and chose to demonstrate his displeasure while at the same time selling his merchandise based on his own celebrity. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Quite simply, the court finds that there are no facts which has been set forth in the complaint which lend support to a viable claim for an unauthorized use of individual's persona. The plaintiffs have failed to state sufficient factual matter, accepted as true, to state a claim to relief that is plausible on this face. Furthermore, after presuming the truth of all material, factual allegations in the complaint and all reasonable inferences therefrom in relator's favor, it appears beyond doubt that relators can prove no set of facts as to count one warranting relief. So, count one gone. Count two, invasion of privacy by misappropriation. Count two, the plaintiffs allege the following. Plaintiff repeat the allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 43 of the complaint as if fully rewritten herein. 45. In using plaintiff's personas as alleged herein, defendants have appropriated for their own use and benefit the reputation, prestige, social standing, public interest, and other values of plaintiff's names and other likenesses, which has intrinsic value in contravention of plaintiff's right to privacy. Okay. Defendant's actions were willful, wanton, malicious, and done with conscious or reckless disregard. Repeated. As a result of defendant's invasion of privacy by misappropriation, plaintiffs have been damaged
monetarily. I can't wait for this. This is going to be about the distress and humiliation. The judge is going to wreck them. He's going to wreck them. After that last one, they're going to get wrecked.
Suffered embarrassment, yada, yada, yada. Restatement of the law states appropriation of name and likeness. One who appropriates to his own use or benefit the name and likeness of another is subject to liability to the other for invasion of his privacy. The comments to this section of the restatements are: the interest protected by the rule stated in this section is the interest of the individual in the exclusive use of his own identity, insofar as it represented by his name or likeness, and insofar as the use may be of benefit to him or to others. Although the protection of his personal feelings against mental distress is an important factor leading to a recognition of the rule, the right created by it is in the nature of a proprietary right, for the exercise of which an exclusive license may be given to a third person, which will entitle the licensee to maintain an action to protect it. These cops seem to allege that they could license their personas and likeness and get paid for it.
They couldn't. Not without Afroman. No, they couldn't. I mean, maybe if they were really good at marketing, they might be able to sell 25 to 50 t-shirts locally, you know, like at the local pub or something. If they made a joke out of it, maybe, but not the kind of reach.
No, I mean, they could make, yes, we raided your house, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
No, I didn't eat your
That's
pound.
actually what the cop shop should have done. They should have gone to TikTok, made a dance video about, yeah, we raided your house.
Yeah. And did the fat kid from Goonies dance.
Right.
Oh. How invaded the common form of invasion of privacy under the rule here stated is the appropriation and use of the plaintiff's name or likeness to advertise the defendant's business or product, or for similar commercial purpose. Apart from statute, however, the rule stated is not limited to commercial appropriation. It applies also when the defendant makes use of the plaintiff's name or likeness for his own purposes and benefit, even though the use is not a commercial one, and even though the benefit sought to be obtained is not a pecuniary one. Statutes in some states have, however, limited the liability to commercial uses of the name or likeness. A defendant is subject to liability for invasion of privacy under Ohio law when he appropriates to his own use or benefit the name or likeness of another, and the name or likeness has commercial or other value. Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I've had terrible allergies recently, so I'm right there with
you. Spring just assaulted us here in southern Sweden.
Here too, we got a huge thaw for like a week, a solid week of 60s, and now it's back to 35 and snowing. It's wreaked havoc on everyone.
In this case, the value seems to be at issue here is not the monetary value of the officer's likenesses, which appears to be nominal.
Yes, nominal. Do you want me to take over reading while you get a drink? Oh yeah, chug the beer. There you go.
Instead, issue here appears to be the humiliation and outrage the officers feel at having their likeness displayed and mocked by the defendant. Undoubtedly, they also feel aggrieved by their investigative action being questioned publicly.
Oh boy.
In this regard, while the parties might debate the artistic quality of the defendant's videos, music, and commentary, it appears without question that they were made as part and in the course of criticism and commentary by the defendant foreman of the search and seizure that occurred at the defendant's residence.
Did these cops forget that they work for the government, that they are the government, they represent the government? If any case was ever a free speech case, it's this one. Cops cannot sue you for calling them jackbooted thugs of the state, okay? They can't. That's just stupid. Oh, is this your soup?
Yeah.
How did it turn out? Did it turn out good? Gosh, it looks really good. All right, moment of truth. I'm gonna try my oldest soup. Right? Oh my gosh.
Is it good?
It's really good. This is something called Italian penicillin. It's made with chicken broth, carrots, onions, celery, and little star pasta. And you blend up all the veggies after you cook them. You blend them. So then
yeah.
it becomes like the, soup,
Thicker
whatever,
soup.
thick.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
becomes thick. It's very good.
Yeah. All right. The courts find that the plaintiffs have a minimal interest here in terms of their right of publicity. Certainly, as public servants, the plaintiffs have to expect that they may from time to time be subject to commentary and criticism regarding their performance of their duties. After considering that commentary and criticism, as well as all the other facts contained in the complaint, the court finds, as a matter of law, that while their quality and appropriateness may be questioned, the defendant's artistic and musical renderings have substantial and creative content which outweighs any adverse effect on the plaintiffs in terms of their right of publicity.
Yep. It outweighs it because it is of public interest.
Yeah.
The government misbehaved.
Mm.
Sorry, but that's what happened.
Finally, after balancing the societal and personal interest embodied in the First Amendment against the plaintiff's property rights, the court finds, as a matter of law, that the effect of limiting the plaintiff's right of publicity in this case is negligible. Thank you. And is significantly outweighed by society's interest in the freedom of artistic expression.
Yep.
Accordingly, the court finds that in accordance with the foregoing, the defendant's motion to dismiss is well taken and shall be granted. Count 3, invasion of privacy, false light publicity. Everything, paragraphs 1 to 47. In the depictions and descriptions of plaintiffs on social media posting and elsewhere, defendants made statements that were false and that they knew were to be false, and which portrayed plaintiffs in a false light, subjecting them to reputational injury, undue ridicule, embarrassment, mental distress,
That's
and
so
danger.
funny.
That is so funny.
I think public officials should regularly be humiliated. Regularly. I think public officials ought to be regularly humiliated as part of the job, which is why I enjoy going to, board meetings and watching people go off on politicians at board meetings, etc. Or you could go to the police board and do the same thing if you didn't like them. I think it should be part of the job.
Yeah. There should be a heckler on every town meeting.
A heckler. I like it. I think that should be a paid position. The town heckler. I want to run for that.
Yeah. Oh. Folks, if I relocate to the United States, to somewhere, I like the Appalachians, I like in Kentucky, I mean, states that have seasons, but not so many tornadoes.
New York doesn't have any tornadoes. I've never seen one. I've seen snow squalls, and we had sort of a tornado once, but it's really more high winds. But I used to live in Illinois, and there were a lot of tornadoes, and that was always scary.
Yeah, I asked MG Law, how about I put a trailer in Oklahoma? And he said, no.
Oh, Oklahoma's so scary, man. Oh, it's not even
Why do
funny.
people live there?
I don't know, but they don't even have basements. So I have family in Oklahoma, a lot of them. One of them, her neighborhood got hit really bad at that last really bad one in the 90s or whatever. And but no, they have like these little things in the garage where they're like dugouts into the ground. They're a storm shelter, and that's where everybody goes. But I don't know why they don't have basements. Like we all had basements in Illinois, so you just go to the basement. But no, they have to like dig these little shelters in their garages. It's weird.
The false light in which defendants placed plaintiffs would be highly offensive to a reasonable person.
I can't wait to hear what the judge has to say about that one.
Oh, yeah.
Lemon cake? Liking lemon cake is outrageously offensive? Come on.
Oh, definitely. Do you know what Officer Pound Cake? You stared that cake down. The cake should be offended.
The cake got eye-arped.
As a result of defendants' false depictions of plaintiffs, they have suffered loss of reputation, embarrassment, ridicule, emotional distress, humiliation, and loss of reputation. Again, loss of reputation and loss of reputation. And are entitled to monetary and injunctive relief and other remedies. I hope they haven't paid their lawyer that he works on, what do you call it?
Retainer or contingency. Yeah.
Contingency.
Yeah.
Because if you paid him a retainer and then he charged you by the hour.
I wonder if they used, did they sue him like personally, or did they use the cop's shop to do it? Did they use a cop lawyer?
I don't know. Let's see.
Is it in their personal capacity or their official?
Let's see, page 20. Let's see, Robert A. Klingler. No, he is an employment law attorney. He does my type of law and he takes this case? What? This is not your area! Decades of experience defending employee rights. Well, no, this is not an employment law case. Why are you taking this case? You're a labor and employment attorney. You do my type of law. And you're taking this case?
Wait, what kind of a lawyer is he? I missed it.
He is a labor and employment attorney.
Labor and employment attorney. How is this a labor or employment type of case?
I don't know.
Oh, no wonder it's so bad. This is not his area, obviously.
Employment law, business litigation, and personal injury since 1985.
Yeah, that's much different. That's much different than First Amendment issues.
Yeah, but personal injury in connection with labor and employment. Yeah, I get that, but this is not one of these cases.
No.
That's a real stretch.
Yeah.
And he's been doing law for 7. He's been doing law since 1985. That's 41 years. Okay.
That's a long time.
Maybe he was hired by the police union. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. But what?
That would be even worse, though, if the union paid for this garbage.
Oh. That's not a wise idea, in my opinion.
And
And
you know what? It couldn't have been a union lawyer because union lawyers have civil rights lawyers.
Yeah.
So
this is
they would have assigned a civil rights attorney to this, not Hey, listen, go away, dog. You're driving me crazy. Oh, this dog.
Let's see here. Restatement of torts cited by the plaintiffs. One who gives publicity to a matter concerning another that places the other before the public in a false light is subject to liability to the other for invasion of his privacy if the false light in which the other was placed would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. You are cops. This is between individuals. The actor had knowledge of or acted in reckless disregard as to the falsity of the publicized matter and the false light in which the other would be placed. The comment section. The form of invasion of privacy covered by the rules stated in this section do not depend upon making public any facts concerning the private life of the individual. On the contrary, it is essential to the rules stated in this section that the matter published concerning the plaintiffs is not true. The rule stated here is, however, limited to the situation in which the plaintiff is given publicity, on what constitutes publicity and the publicity of application to a simple disclosure. relation to defamation. The interest protected by this section is the interest of the individual in not being made to appear before the public in an objectionably false light or false position, or in other words, otherwise than as he is. In many cases to which the rule stated here applies, the publicity given to the plaintiff is defamatory, so that he would have an action for libel or slander under the rules stated in Chapter 24. In such a case, the action for invasion of privacy will afford an alternative or additional remedy, and the plaintiff can proceed upon either theory or both, although he can have but one recovery for a single instance of publicity. So they are seeking both, but they can even if they win on both, they can only get recovery for one of them.
Mhm.
It's either invasion of privacy or defamation. You can sue for both, but you will only get paid for one if you win.
Interesting.
It's not, however, necessary to the action for invasion of privacy that the plaintiff be defamed. It is enough that he is given unreasonably and highly objectionably publicity that attributes to him characteristics, conduct, or beliefs that are false, and so is placed before the public in a false position. When this is the case and the matter attributed to the plaintiff is not defamatory, the rule here stated affords a different remedy not available in an action for defamation.
This
Highly
is the one that's going to really hurt him.
Yeah. Highly offensive to a reasonable person. The rule stated in this section applies only when the publicity given to the plaintiff has placed him in a false light before the public, of a kind that would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. In other words, it applies only when the defendant knows that the plaintiff, as a reasonable man, would be justified in the eyes of the community in feeling seriously offended and aggrieved by the publicity. Complete and perfect accuracy in published reports concerning any individual is seldom attainable by any reasonable effort, and most minor errors, such as wrong address for his home or a mistake in the date when he entered his employment or similar unimportant details of his career, would not, in the absence of special circumstances, give any serious offense to a reasonable person. The plaintiff's privacy is not invaded when the unimportant false statements are made, even when they are made deliberately. It is only when there is such a major misrepresentation of his character, history, activities, or beliefs that serious offense may reasonably be expected to be taken by a reasonable man in his position that there is a cause of action for invasion of privacy. And I believe here it is the comments about he snitched on all his friends, he used to be high a lot, stuff like that. Maybe what they are referring to here. But if they refer to the woman being called transgender, no, that's not offensive.
Mm-mm.
Constitutional restrictions on action. The free speech and free press provisions of the First Amendment have been held to apply to the common law of defamation and to impose certain restrictions on the availability of defamation actions. In New York Times v. Sullivan, it was held that a public official could not recover for a false and defamatory publication unless he proved by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant had knowledge of the falsity of the statements or acted in reckless disregard of its truth or falsity. This rule was later extended to public figures. Remember when they called themselves public figures?
Yes. That might not have been the best the best course of action. Yeah, that's like when Bruce called Lynette a celebrity.
Yeah.
You're a celebrity. Oh, well, that changes things a lot.
Time Inc. versus Hill, involving a magazine pictorial treatment of a play based upon a real episode, which implied that certain fictitious incidents in the play transpired with the real-life parties. The Supreme Court held that the rule of New York Times v. Sullivan also applies to the false light cases covered by this section. It is on the basis of Time v. Hill that Clause B has been set forth. The full extent of the authority of this case, however, is presently in some doubt. Although the Supreme Court had extended the rule of New York Times v. Sullivan in defamation cases beyond public official and public figures to all, quote, matters of public or general interest by a plurality opinion. In Rosenblum v. Metro Media, this position was subsequently repudiated in Gertz v. Robert Welsh, which restricted the knowledge or reckless disregard rule again to public official and public figures, but held that in other cases the plaintiff must show that the defendant was at fault, at least to the extent of being negligent, regarding the truth or falsity of the statements. Where the matter is okay. The effect of the Gertz decision upon the holding in Time Inc. v. Hill has thus been left in a state of uncertainty. Okay. In Cantrell versus Forest City publication, the court found that the defendant was shown to have acted in reckless disregard as to the truth or falsity of the statement, and it consciously abstained from indicating the present authority of Time v. Hill. Okay, these Cantrell v. Forest City publication. Huh. I don't know that case. Pending further enlightenment from the Supreme Court, therefore, this section provides that the liability for invasion of privacy for placing the plaintiff in a false light may exist if the defendant acted with knowledge of the falsity of the statements or in reckless disregard as to truth or falsity. The caveat leaves open the question of whether there may be liability based on a showing of negligence as to truth or falsity. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. And blah, 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 blah. Let's go down to his decision.
Sorry, the dog is at it again.
The misrepresentation must be serious enough to be highly offensive to a reasonable person.
I think it's about to get loud here, Nick. I think I'm going to pop out because seems like the boyfriend came over, the daughter's boyfriend, not mine. I don't have one.
Thank you for the clarification.
Confusing.
Husband is away, but my boyfriend is here.
Yeah, daughter's boyfriend. So yeah, it's going to get really loud down here, but I'm going to keep listening. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay, but thank you for popping in. We need to collab on something in the near future.
I know we do. Well, you know, the Hernandez case. I'm gonna get the Hernandez case soon. Hopefully, we'll have that to go over. So that we'll definitely do.
Yeah.
All right. See ya.
See ya, and thank you. It's always great to have Megan on here. It's always great to have her here. Let's see here. Next, the misrepresentation. Yeah, I said that. In this regard, the rule stated in this section applies only when the publicity given to the plaintiff has placed him in a false light before the public, of a kind that would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. In other words, it applies only when the defendant knows that the plaintiff, as a reasonable man, would be justified in the eyes of the community in feeling seriously offended and aggrieved by the publicity. Let's in construing the allegations of the complaint in the plaintiff's favor, as the court must do in considering a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim for relief, the plaintiffs alleged the following. The plaintiffs stole the defendant's money and are criminals. They are white supremacists. One plaintiff used hard drugs and steals money from traffic stops and bogus raids from the sheriff's property room. One plaintiff stole $400 of the money placed into evidence. One plaintiff is biologically male, is trans, or is lesbian. The purpose of the sheriff's department was to kill a foreman. The plaintiffs aver to all these things are untrue. The defendants are alleged to have publicized the things set forth above, and the publicity was of a type that would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. The plaintiffs are public figures, but it can reasonably be inferred that the defendants acted in reckless disregard of the truth or falsity of the statements made. The fact that the things that were said may be defamatory and give rise to a claim for defamation does not affect the validity of the false light claim. The court finds that there is a triable issue in this case as whether the defendants committed a false light violation, and the claim can go forward at least this stage in the proceedings. So yeah, count 3 in. Count 4, invasion of privacy, unreasonable publicity given to private lives. Plaintiffs repeat the allegations. Some of defendants' postings, as described above, gave publicity to matters concerning the private lives of plaintiffs, which were not of legitimate concern to the public, and the exposure of which a reasonable person would find to be highly offensive. For example, postings alluded to the alleged sexual orientation or gender identity of plaintiffs, or the alleged criminality of family members of plaintiffs, are not legitimate concern to the public and would be highly offensive and objectionable to a reasonable person of ordinary sensibilities. And then willful, blah, 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 blah. The claim for unreasonable publicity given to the plaintiff's private lives is brought under the publicity tort for invasion of privacy. And then there's stating a bunch of laws. With these standards in mind, and in reviewing the plaintiff's allegations as set forth above, the court is unable to say that it appears beyond doubt from the complaint that plaintiff can prove no set of facts entitle them to recovery under the publicity theory of invasion of privacy. Yeah, no money. So, nope. Count 4 out. Defamation. Count 5, the plaintiffs allege the following, which is, yeah, blah, 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 blah. It's the same as above. Let's see here. This is what they have to prove. And here they're citing Sullivan. The determination of whether a party is private or public figure in a defamation action is a matter of law. This includes the determination of whether a party is a limited purpose public figure. Police officers acting within the scope of their official capacity are public officials under Ohio libel law, and therefore enjoy only limited protection from public discussion and criticism of their performance as public officials. Accordingly, the officers in this case are classified as public officials for purposes of their claims of defamation. Statements made about public officials are constitutionally protected when the statements concern anything that may touch on an official's fitness for office. The abuse of a patrolman's office can have great potentiality for social harm, hence public discussion and public criticism directed towards the performance of that office cannot constitutionally be inhibited by threat of prosecution under state libel laws. Additionally, under the standard in New York Times v. Sullivan, a public official may not recover damages for a defamatory falsehood relating to his official conduct unless he proves that the statement was made with actual malice. That is, with knowledge that it was false or with reckless disregard of whether it was false. Additionally, proof of actual malice must be clear and convincing. The defendants argue that every statement made by them was a statement of opinion, which is protected under the First Amendment. The defendants are correct that expressions of opinion are generally accorded absolute immunity from liability under the First Amendment. In this regard, to be defamatory, a statement must be a statement of fact and not of opinion. The defendants maintain there is no evidence of any false statement made by them. In contrast, the plaintiffs assert that the defendants made the following statements of fact and not opinion, which are false. That the plaintiff stole money from Foreman. That the plaintiffs threatened to kill Foreman. That the plaintiffs threatened to kill Foreman in front of his children. That the plaintiffs were sent as a hit squad for the purpose of killing Foreman. That the plaintiffs are white supremacists. That the plaintiffs are criminals. That plaintiff Newland used to do hard drugs is a snitch that steals money from traffic stops and bogus raids, and that he stole $400 from Foreman, and that Plaintiff Phillips is not a female and is trans or lesbian. They further assert that each of these statements are patently false. In determining whether a statement is actionable as defamation, the court must consider the totality of circumstances to ascertain whether a statement is opinion or fact. And this involves at least 4 factors. First is the specific language used. Second is whether the statement is verifiable. Third is the general context of the statement. And fourth is the broader context in which the statement appeared. Quote, whether certain statements alleged to be defamatory are actionable or not is a matter for the court to decide as a matter of law. Specifically, the determination of whether an averred defamatory statement constitutes opinion or fact is a question of law, properly within the court's purview. In this regard, court must review the totality of the circumstances, consider the statements within its context rather than in isolation, and determine whether a reasonable person would interpret that statement as defamatory. This determination is very difficult to make on a motion to dismiss. Many of the statements referred to by the plaintiffs appear to be exactly that, statements and not opinions. This court cannot conclude, as a matter of law, at this point in the proceeding, that the statements made by the defendants were not made with actual malice. Furthermore, the court cannot find beyond doubt from the complaint that the plaintiff can prove no set of facts entitle them to recovery as to count 5. So, count 3 and 5 are in. Injunctive relief. A preliminary injunction is a remedy. It is not a cause of action or an act or a claim for relief. The court will consider the plaintiff's request for injunctive relief if and when the plaintiff prevails on one or more of counts 1 to 5. At that time, counsel may brief and argue the authority and appropriateness of the court ordering injunctive relief in the manner requested by the plaintiffs. The court finds that as to each of counts 1 and 2, it appears beyond doubt from the complaint that the plaintiffs can prove no set of facts entitle them to recovery, and a judgment of dismissal shall be entered as to those counts. The count finds that as to each of counts 3, 4, and 5, it is unable to find at this stage of the proceeding that the plaintiffs can prove no set of facts entitling them to recovery, and the defendant's motion to dismiss as to these counts is overruled. The court would make several additional comments, which hopefully will be of some assistance to counsel moving forward. In future pretrial and trial memoranda and briefs, each side needs to be specific in its arguments and memoranda. For instance, counsel should be specific in differentiating which statements that were made were opinions and which were statements of facts, and the basis therefore. The same differentiation needs to be made between what is characterized as art, news, and accounts. It is so ordered. Okay, I thought that he yeeted 4, that was 5. With these standards in mind and in reviewing the plaintiff's allegation as set forth above, the court is unable to say that it appears beyond doubt from the complaint that plaintiff can prove no set of facts entitled. Oh, okay, I read that wrong. Okay, so 2 counts out, 3 counts in. Let's see which one those were. So 1 and 2, violation, unauthorized use of individual's persona, out. Invasion of privacy by misappropriation, out. False light publicity, in. Invasion of privacy, unreasonable publicity, in. And defamation is in. Which means, folks, that the trial, as I said in the beginning, the officers surely have to take the stand and tell the world they are thin-skinned, they are easily offended, and both of those make them unsuitable as police officers. And regardless of what happens, Afroman is back on news. He's selling stuff. And I can bet that he will make new songs. He might avoid calling them explicit things. But Officer Poundcake will forever be Officer Poundcake. All right, folks, almost 2 hours in. That was a preview. The trial starts Monday the 16th. Hopefully, we can get cameras. Mel has put in a motion to record an audio. And if approved, we will have cameras in court, which means we can live stream, which means we get to see these officers claiming to the world, boo-hoo, 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 I'm so easily offended. And since I'm reading from court papers, Sean D. Cooley, Justin Cooley, Michael D. Estep, Sean D. Grooms. Who does he groom? Brian Newland, Lisa Phillips, and Randolph L. Walters. You're going to be famous again. Folks, thank you for showing up this Saturday. We didn't get to a spin on the wheel of regrets, but that's okay. I have my beers. And thank you to LMP and JKD Book. It's very, very much appreciated. The rest of you, go watch my videos. Santa Claus needs to relocate to the United States and keep this show running. So watch my other stuff. That is all I had for you. Now, yeah, and thank you to Megan. Thank you to Megan for being here. That is all I had for you this Saturday. I'm going to take Sunday off. So I might cut out something from this and post like a short or an 8-minute video or something. But other than that, I will see you Monday. It's going to be, well, first of all, let's see if Afroman trial, if we get access to it. Other than that, I believe it is closing arguments in the Corey Richards trial. And they got unlimited time for closing arguments. They can go for as long as they want. All right. Thank you, folks. And I'll see you in the next stream or video. Bye-bye.